Hi, my name is Inge Woudstra, and in this video I will teach you the key gender differences at work. And on top of that, I'll also show you how each gender brings value to a team. I made this video because it's the first question people ask me. So you work in gender difference, so what are those gender differences? Now, why do you even need to know about gender difference? Why do you need to be gender smart? Well, after a talk I did recently, a woman came up to me and she said, you know, Inge, I thought I was really silly and I needed to be more businesslike. But now I've learned that this is just my way of working. And that brings value in its own right. So I find that it gives women confidence in their strengths, which is obviously great for their career progress. And I do a lot of training and work with managers. And it really helps them to flex their style. So their style works for both men and women. And actually that really helps to create a good team performance. So let's have a look at that first difference then. Women tend to have an interactive working style. Hey, I thought we could do this, but what do you guys think? This consultative style ensures you have buy-in, and it brings in the expertise of everyone in the team. Men tend to have a more commanding style. Okay, this is what we'll do. Leon, why don't you take the first task, and then Grant's taking the second. Any questions? This commanding style is fast, it brings clarity. And you know, when issues arise, they get solved along the way. Men and women also respond to stress differently. Stress, you know, when you have small ones, when you have a difference of opinion with colleagues, or you're about to see a client and go into a meeting. Now, in this sort of situation, men tend to choose fight or flight. You know, if they think they can win, they feel safe. You know, and when you're at the top, no one's going to attack you. So at work, this means they'll stand up for themselves. Issues are voiced, situations get sorted, and it leads to clarity. Women choose a style of building relationships, tend and befriend. Under stress, they work on that relationship because being friends helps them feel safe. After all, no one will attack their friends, will they? Interestingly, this often means that when a woman walks into a room, stress levels already fall. And in general, it leads to less aggressive behavior. When gathering information for a decision, you will usually see that women gather opinions of others. Okay, so what did Angela do last time? Let's go and ask her. So you get solutions that are feasible and that get a lot of buy-in. Men tend to focus much more on the data and the facts. How much megabytes does the system have, and what's the processing speed? So you get decisions that are more objective and easier to compare. Another difference is in how we think. Men's brains have less connections across the different areas of the brain. And as a result, it's easier for them to work with a single focus on a single task towards a single end result. It's a powerful way of working because it helps achieving deadlines, setting priorities and getting to a result. Whereas women tend to have a lot more connections in their brain and they connect. So as a result, they connect to more content. They see consequences, what's happening in the past, in the future, how it links to other parts of the company. And as a result, you will see that it allows for more innovation, more flexibility, more new ideas, and a range of consequences taken into account, so you get thorough decisions. Then men and women also see different things. Women are obviously known for their empathy, and indeed, they pick up bodily signals and facial signals more easily and find it easier to put themselves in other people's shoes. So women will often pick up when a partner or client isn't happy, and they create better results for their client or team members, creating positive relationships and strong bonds. But men are good at empathy too. However, they pick up danger signals. When a man walks into a room, they usually assess, okay, who's my ally here? Who's my enemy? And as a result, they're quite good at protecting their team against others. And obviously, it's good when you want to create winning strategies in negotiation or in winning clients from others. Now, as a result of these 5 differences, women tend to have stronger, deeper bonds with other women. Doesn't mean you have more, but deeper bonds definitely. Here is someone else who doesn't need words to understand their feelings. Someone who can easily connect one topic to the next. Someone who asks for your views and opinions and they work with you. Men tend to form deeper and stronger bonds with other men. No wonder, here's someone else who has a clear focus on one thing, who takes decisions based on hard facts, who is clear and fast in telling you what they want, and clearly states it when they disagree. Now, this is obviously great, because nowadays we have male and female clients, male and female colleagues, and you need teams that can understand and bond with either. So you really need gender balanced teams. Now, I've taken you through those differences, but what does it mean for you? You may not be like any of these typical male or females. So when you're listening to this video, think again, what do you do? Do you bond more stronger with other women, or do you bond stronger with men? Do you tend to connect a lot of things, or do you have more of a task focus? Do you have a consultative style of leading? And what does that look like when you use that style? What do you do when you connect things? What do you do when you are taking decisions? And ask yourself then, how does that bring value? So when you take decisions like that, how does that bring value as opposed to the way the people around you are bringing value? Now, I've only given you a very bird's eye view of these differences. I haven't even told you why, where it all comes from, how it all works in practice, and what else you can do with it. But if you want to know more, that is possible. I've written a book, Be Gender Smart, The Key to Career Success for Women. And you can pre-register for it now. It's not in publication yet, but you can pre-register for it now. And if you do, you get the first chapters for free straight in your inbox. You'll be the first to hear when it is actually in the shops and on Amazon. And once you buy it, you get a signed copy, just to thank you for being one of the first people to pre-register.